Is it only one for one person or we can have many fiscal code? I'm gonna answer all of these questions by the end of the video. Hi guys, welcome back to Italy in Italy, and today is a video on Codice Fiscale or maybe fiscal code. So while your application is being made to the university, you would have received a fiscal code or the university would have asked you the fiscal code. So basically what is fiscal code or Codice Fiscale and how do we generate it? And is it only one for one person or we can have many fiscal code? I'm gonna answer all of these questions by the end of the video. So basically, fiscal code is a combination of all of the basically characters, and how we gonna find it, what is the combination, I'm gonna tell you later. So basically, for example, if my name is Avaral Agarwal, then here I'm gonna write maybe Agarwal because last name it's asking first, then it's asking me my name. Let's say for example my date of birth is, let's say anything like 12th of October 2000. Okay, and then I'm a male or female, I'm male. Then place of birth I have to do India. It would come into EE category, okay, which is external category out of Italy. So once I put these details, I'm gonna generate the code fiscale, and once I generate the code fiscale, it's gonna take a little time. And then see, it gave me this code fiscale GRWVRL00R, and then it gave me R12Z222Q. So basically this is my fiscal code, and it would remain same for all the universities for throughout my process in Italy, because as you know, it is a combination of your surname, your name, your date of birth, your country, your male or female. Okay, so now I'll be putting the link for this calculation of the Codice Fiscale in the YouTube description. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what is this combination all about. So basically, if you see what is about the tax code, this is from the ministry itself, that the first three characters identify the surname. So if you see GRW, it's taken from my name, alternate G and then R and then W. So they have made some combinations. Then the second three characters are identify of the name. So if you see, it's VRL, so it's V, R and L. So they took it through my name. The first two identifies the last two digits of the date of birth of year, basically technically. So this is since it's 2000, it's 00. Then month of birth. So month of birth is basically they have taken R because it's in Italian, of course. And then the next two are the day of birth. So for example, if it's I am born on 12th, so they have mentioned 12th. And then characters 12 to 15 identify some Italian municipality or foreign state. So 2 to 2 is basically for India. So they have mentioned that it's basically Z222. And then the last character is calculated automatically by the system. So Q, it is calculated automatically, and it would be same because it is combination of all of this. So whenever you have to submit, first generate random, like through this Codice Fiscale generator, it will all the time you would check with these same details, you will get the same Codice Fiscale. So now once you have the Codice Fiscale, you know what to do, and you already know like how it is being calculated. And the purpose is basically like India has like a PAN card. So whenever there's a tax calculation, they always use the same PAN card number, and then they basically get the tax of that particular person calculated. That's why they have this tax code or fiscal code or maybe Codice Fiscale to basically calculate your tax code, and it is being used everywhere in Italy. And basically now what happens is, after you come to Italy, you will have to basically search on the map Agenzia Entrante. So for example, if you are in Messina, you have to write Messina, and basically it would show you that okay, in Messina this is Agenzia delle Entrante and the location is this. And once you basically go to the location, it will show you that see, this is basically Entrante, and this is basically an office. So like you can see here, this is Italian tax code office. So basically you have to find this location, you have to go there, and now what you have to do is you have to basically fill this form. So once you go to the office, they will give you this form. So you have to fill this form. So you have to put basic details, like you don't have to put all the portions. You have to mention, like for example, cognominate is your surname, nome is your name, then sesso is your male or female. So you have to choose if you are male or female, you have to write M or F. Then Then you have to write basically the Naskita is your country, which is India. And then data the Naskita is your date of birth, so you have to mention your date of birth correctly. So this is basically required in section B. Section C you can skip. Section D is basically your address in India, so you have to mention like if you're from Delhi or whatever state, and then again your state and basically country, and then your city, and then your pin code, and then your complete address as per passport. So once you mention this, once you mention your basic details and what all you are attaching, you have to attach a photocopy of your passport, and you also have to attach your acceptance letter or maybe like a copy of pre-enrollment letter. So I would recommend you to like take copies of all three, and then you have to basically write the date on which you are submitting. You have to sign and you have to submit this with these copies, and they would issue you a Codice Fiscale. So now what happens is, earlier they used to give this physical card where they used to mention your Codice Fiscale along with your name and your, you know, the place of birth and date of birth and like if you are male or female. But now they've started giving it like this, so they can either send you on your email and you can take out printout, or you can go back to Agenzia Entrante on the day which they say that you should come to collect, or you might receive a SMS or an email. So you should go, and then they would make this basically letter, and they would give you a printout or send you an email, and you have to write your Codice Fiscale. They would have written your final Codice Fiscale along with your surname, your name, and then your basically country where you are from, your date of birth, and if you are male or female. And then basically if you are from India, they'll write EE. If you're some other country, they would write basically that particular code, and then they would mention date, and there would be a sign of the official. So this is the complete Codice Fiscale that you would receive from this office. So wherever is your office, you just have to write this particular thing and then your city name. So like I mentioned, you have to write Agenzia Entrante and then your city name. Then you have to go to that location, and remember, whenever you reach to Italy, try to do it into 2-3 days, because this document is needed everywhere for applying for residence permit, for getting the income document made. So maybe easy verificato. So get this done and then have this, and remember, very importantly, check all your details, your surname, your name, your date of birth is correct, because at times, because they're processing so many of the applications for Codice Fiscale, they at times make mistake, so you might get a incorrect code and you might get difficulty later on. So better is to check all of these details and the Codice Fiscale, and also check your Codice Fiscale from this, and if they both matches, that means it's correct, and then you can use the document everywhere. So I hope you found this video basically helpful, and now you are able to calculate your Codice Fiscale, and you'll be able to get your physical Codice Fiscale once you reach into Italy. And if you have any more doubts, I have shared my WhatsApp number. You may reach out to me. It's in WhatsApp description. It's in YouTube description, and I will also be attaching the link of all of these websites, so that you find it easier to maybe search and quick, and then probably find your Codice Fiscale. So thank you. See you in the next video. Till then, ciao. Bye bye.